Hey everyone, this is Stephen Strawn at Cast Iron Cookware, where you can find information to help you better collect, restore, and use cast iron cookware. Today I'm going to be talking about my new Easy Beezy packaging, and we're going to be doing that coming right up. Before we get down to the details of my Easy Beezy Cast Iron Seasoning, I just want to share that currently this channel does not have a sponsor, and technically I'm self-sponsored through my product Easy Beezy Cast Iron Seasoning. The purchase of this product helps keep this channel going, and I really do appreciate your support. My ultimate goal is to be able to put out more videos. Currently I'm putting out about one a week, sometimes one every 2 weeks. So that's where you come in. So if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, because that'll help push me a little further on to where I can put more time into the videos. It's kind of a hard balancing act right now, doing my day job in this too. So if I can get over that threshold, it would be great. I know this is not a video about cookware itself. It's about the Easy Beezy Cast Iron Seasoning and how it got started and how it's progressed over the last few years. Originally, I've tried other products, and there's nothing wrong with other products. I've used them, I've enjoyed them. You've probably even seen some of the other products on my channel. So in 2019, I was at a friend of mine's house who does cast iron, and he said, you know what, you ought to try to make some seasoning yourself. So this friend of mine gave me a chunk of beeswax, and it was probably about a pound, and it was rough. It had hive beetles, shells in it, skeletons from bees. He said, here, take this home and mess with it, see what you can do. I said, okay, I'll mess with it. So I carried it home, I set it on my mantle, and every time I walked by the mantle, I'd see that chunk of beeswax, and I thought, yeah, I might try that. And eventually one day I did. And I started experimenting. I kind of put on the mad scientist hat there for a little while, and I tried every kind of cooking oil that I could get my hands on just to find the ones that worked best. So whenever I started developing my seasoning, I used this little pan right here. This is a Lodge Cracker Barrel. It's made for Cracker Barrel by Lodge. And I tried different types of oils in each one and compared them until I got the best one. And while I was doing my comparisons, there was two clear winners. Grapeseed oil and avocado oil was the best two, hands down, no matter what kind of oil I used. I tried everything from bacon grease to beef tallow, but grapeseed oil and avocado oil was the absolute best. They were so good, both of the two, that you really couldn't tell them apart. So I started using avocado and grapeseed oil blend along with the beeswax as a binder. It would probably help my channel financially so that it wouldn't drain the life out of my finances. So enter Easy Beezy Cast Iron Seasoning. Now originally, I'm going to show you how it looked to begin with. This is my first prototype, and it's turned dark because it's about 5.5 years old. And if you was to cut this open, you'd find little skeletons from bees and hive beetles and everything else. But this was the concept. I just wrapped it in paper and made it stick like a big crayon. And it worked great. But I got to thinking, I need to make this look a little better. So next thing along the line was the tube. This is the cast iron Easy Beezy stick. It's just a bigger crayon, because I found out that this didn't last as long as this. So I popped this little guy in the tube. I'm ready to ship. Then I got to thinking, there's people out there that use a lot of this stuff, so I went with the 7.4 ounce big stick. And that was a favorite for a long time. And then I moved up to the push-up tube, and people like it because it's convenient and it looks a lot nicer. The graphics are a lot nicer. The new packaging is available now, and this is a push-up tube, and all you gotta do is give it a little pop and it's back down. It's like a great big antiperspirant tube, all biodegradable. If you notice, I even changed the graphics around. So here's my logo, Easy Beezy Cast Iron Seasoning. Even has a size, this is a larger size, 7.5 ounce. Nice graphics with the instructions. And also have some features around the top, little different pieces of cast iron. Not to mention, right here, the flat top griddle. I found out with my Blackstone, this thing works great. I used to get really disappointed when I'd go to my Blackstone and try to cook something, and it'd only been a few days since I cooked something on it, and it would be rusty because the weather, it was outside. Even though it's covered up, moisture would creep in, and I'd have a rusty surface. But after I started using the Easy Beezy, I hadn't had rust. When I get done cooking, I just go over it, take a paper towel, wipe it down a little bit, and I'm good. The next time I go back to use my Blackstone, it's ready to go. I did notice the avocado oil has a little bit of a tendency to turn into latex after it's set for a while. And I really didn't like that, and I've had a lot of people that would email me and say, please, I'm so allergic to avocado oil. Is there any way you can make a product without the avocado oil in it? Because I really want to use it, but I'm so allergic to avocado oil that I can't use it at all. So right now we have grapeseed oil and beeswax. The grapeseed oil that I use is the cleanest grapeseed oil I've ever seen. I get it from Napa Valley. It's cold pressed. They don't use any chemicals. It is clear and crystal. The first time I poured that oil out of my vat, I thought, man, that stuff is beautiful. Before, it would be cloudy and just not be, you know, what you'd really want. And I just want to say I truly am proud of this product. I think you'll be surprised on how well it makes your cast iron perform. Also your flat top grills, like your Blackstones and your other flat top grills. So let's get down to the chase. I'm introducing my new size. This is a 7.5 ounce. It's a push-up tube, and whenever you're ready to store it, it looks nice on your countertop. And if you want to, you can put it in a refrigerator, and if you buy in bulk, you can freeze it until you're ready to use it, and it will stay fresh for almost indefinitely in the freezer. A few more things too. If you ever get to where it wants to slide back in, just take a paper towel, roll it up, stick a paper towel ball in the bottom of it, and you got a spacer. And then when you get where you can't reach far enough, when you use half of it, just put more paper towel balls in there, and you got a spacer. But here is our new addition, is our 7.5 ounce. I believe this is the main one people are going to use, especially if you have a lot of cast iron. But if you don't have quite as much, we still have the 3.8 ounce in the push-up tube. Works the same way, just a little bit smaller. And we also have a smaller size. This one right here is 2.2 ounce. And it's a push-up tube as well. Give it a little tap on the table to pull it back in. This is probably going to be your most convenient size for somebody who doesn't do a lot of cooking, but still loves to keep their cast iron looking nice. For you guys who restore a lot of cast iron or do a lot of cooking on the Blackstone, I've got this mega 13 ounce push-up tube, and it is a monster. I'm going to play around with this one on my Blackstone and just see how long it lasts. It's probably going to last a long time. And if the demand is there, I'll keep putting this one out. So I know this kind of feels a little bit like an infomercial, but I'm really proud of this product, and I'm proud for the new packaging. And look for it on my website, easybeezy.com. And I have an excess of the old 3.8 ounce tubes. Same product in it that's going to be in the new packaging, but I will be offering the older packaging at a discount. So check out my website, easybeezy.com, and check out my product. I believe if you give it a shot, you'll be surprised how well it works. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I promise to keep more coming. And I do want to thank you so much for watching Cast Iron Cookware. Before you go, I would like to share something with you really quickly. In Psalms chapter 133, verse 1 through 3, it says, "Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. I just want to say, share the word and be a blessing.